Next one is invertible functions. Invertible function is defined as a function f from x to y is defined to be invertible if there exists a function g from y to x such that g composite f is equal to identity of x and f composite g is equal to identity of y. The function g is called the inverse of f and it is denoted as f inverse. That is, the function f from x to y is said to be invertible if there exists any function, that is g from y to x, and such that g composite f is equal to identity of x and g composite y is equal to identity of y. Here the function f is invertible, then f must be 1 1 and onto, and conversely the part is true. If f is 1 1 and onto, the function is invertible. Here you have two theorems. First one is, if f from x to y and g from y to z and h from z to s are functions, then h composite g composite of f is equal to h composite g composite of f. And the another theorem says that let f from x to y and g from y to z be two invertible functions, then g composite f also invertible, and it is defined as g composite f all inverse, that is equal to f inverse composite g inverse. Here we have to discuss some examples with invertible functions. First one, let f from n to y be a function is defined as f of x is equal to 4x plus 3, where capital Y is equal to y element of n such that y is equal to 4x plus 3 for some x element of n. Show that f is invertible. Find the inverse. Here we need to show that the function as given is invertible, then we need to find the inverse. For that we are taking any arbitrary element y element of y. By the definition of y is equal to 4x plus 3 for some x element in n. This shows that x is equal to y minus 3. Now let us define a new function g from y to n, and g of y is equal to y minus 3 by 4. Then g composite f of x is equal to g of f of x. So g of y is equal to y minus 3 by 4. Then g composite f of x is equal to g of f of x. Then f of x is equal to 4x plus 3. So we have to add 4x plus 3 instead of f of x. So g of f of x is equal to g of 4x plus 3. So g of y is equal to y minus 3. So we have to add 4x plus 3 instead of y. So g of 4x plus 3 is equal to 4x plus 3 minus 3 by 4, that is equal to x. And similarly, f composite g of y, that is equal to f of g of y. G of y is equal to y minus 3 4. So we have to add y minus 3 by 4 instead of g of y. So f of y minus 3 by 4. Which means that 4 into y minus 3 by 4 plus 3, that is equal to y. This shows that g composite f of x is equal to identity of x and f composite g of y is equal to identity of y. So the function f is invertible and the g is the inverse of f. We have to discuss one more problem. If f of x is equal to 4x plus 3 by 6x minus 4, comma, x naught is equal to 2 by 2. Show that f composite f of x is equal to x for all x naught is equal to 2 by 3. So what is the inverse of f? We have given that f of x is equal to 4x plus 3 by 6x minus 4 and x naught is equal to 2 by 3. If x is equal to 2 by 3, the denominator becomes 0 and the function we cannot define it as. So x naught is equal to 2 by 3. Then f composite f of x is equal to f of x. So we have to add 4x plus 3 by 6x minus 4 instead of f of x. So the function is f of 4x plus 3 by 6x minus 4. Then f of 4x plus 3 by 6x minus 4, after some calculation we get that it is x. So f composite f of x is equal to x. And f composite f that is equal to identity of x. This means that the function is invertible and the inverse is f itself. Let us discuss one more problem. Consider the set f from r plus to closed interval for infinity given by f of x is equal to x square plus 4. Show that f is invertible with the inverse f inverse of f given by f inverse of y that is equal to root of y minus 4, where r plus is the set of all non-negative real numbers. Here the function is defined as f from r plus to 4 infinity is given by f of x is equal to x square plus 4. R plus, which means that the set of all non-negative real numbers, which means that the set of all positive real numbers including 0. Here we need to show that this function is invertible. We already know that if f is invertible, if and only if f is 1, 1 and onto. So we have to show that this function is 1, 1 and onto. So first let us prove if this function is 1, 1. For that we are taking any two arbitrary elements x comma y. Then f of x is equal to f of y, which means that x square plus 4 is equal to y square plus 4. That is x square is equal to y square, which means that x is equal to y. So the given function is 1, 1. Next, we need to prove that whether this function is onto. For that, we are taking an arbitrary element y, element of our closed interval for infinity. Let y is equal to x square plus 4. Which means that from this x is equal to root of y minus 4. Therefore, corresponding to this y element of 4 infinity, there exists an x is equal to root of y minus 4 such that f of x is equal to y. So the given function is onto. So the given function f is 1, 1 and onto, which means that the given function is invertible. That is f inverse exists. Now let us define a new function g from closed interval for infinity to r and defined by g of y is equal to root of y minus 4. Now g composite f of x is equal to g of f of x. So we have to add x square plus 4 instead of y. So g of x square plus 4 that is equal to root of x square plus 4 minus 4 that is equal to x. So g composite f of x is equal to x. Similarly, f composite g of y is equal to f of g of y. And we know that g of y is equal to root y minus 4. So f of root y minus 4 that is equal to root y minus 4 whole square plus 4 that is equal to y. So g composite f of x is equal to x and f composite of y is equal to y. So the given function is invertible and the inverse is f inverse of y that is equal to root of y minus 4.